Hey everyone, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, their rich history, and what makes them so valuable. Today, we're going to be talking about a coin that has caught the attention of many coin enthusiasts, investors, and even casual collectors, the 1997 D Washington Quarter. It's a coin that you may come across in your spare change, but did you know it could be worth a lot more than face value? Let's dive into why this particular quarter is making headlines, with some of these rare specimens fetching over $12 million at auction. Now, you might be thinking, wait, how is a 1997 quarter worth so much? You're probably used to thinking of quarters as just pocket change, but not all quarters are created equal. And the 1997 D Washington Quarter is a prime example of why collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for rare finds. The history behind the Washington Quarter timeline showing the evolution of the Washington Quarter from 1932 to present. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the Washington Quarter. This coin was first issued in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features a profile of the first U.S. President, George Washington, and it has become one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history. Over the decades, the Washington Quarter went through several design changes, but the coin has remained a symbol of American pride. Now, fast forward to 1997. The U.S. Mint continued producing quarters with Washington's portrait on the obverse, the front, and an eagle on the reverse. But what makes the 1997 D Washington Quarter stand out? There are a few important factors we need to discuss. What makes the 1997 D Washington Quarter so special? Image of a regular 1997 D quarter and one with the rare error. At first glance, the 1997 D Washington Quarter might look like any other modern coin from the late 90s. However, there was a small but significant minting error that has led to the coin being worth millions today. In some cases, the 1997 D quarter was struck with an unusual error, referred to as a double die or double die variety. This happens when the design on the die is misaligned during the minting process, creating a doubled or distorted appearance on certain letters or numbers. The double die error typically appears on the word Liberty and the date 1997 on the coin's obverse. It can also be seen on the In God We Trust lettering. This subtle but noticeable mistake can add significant value to the coin, especially if it's in great condition. How much is the 1997 D Washington Quarter worth? Images of the 1997 D quarter in various grades, from average condition to pristine. So, how much is a 1997 D Washington Quarter worth? In regular circulation, these coins are worth their face value, 25 cents. But when you factor in the error, the value skyrockets. The more pronounced the error and the better the condition of the coin, the higher its potential value. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping part. In 2017, a particularly well-preserved 1997 D quarter with the double die error was sold at auction for an astonishing $12.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter worth a whopping $12.2 million. This is not just a fluke either. Coins with such rare errors can sometimes sell for several $100,000, even in lower grades. Close-up of a magnifying glass inspecting the 1997 D quarter for errors. So, how do you spot a 1997 D quarter that could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents? Here's what you need to look for. 1. The mint mark. The D mint mark indicates the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. You'll want to ensure the coin is from 1997.2. Double die error. Check for the doubled lettering in Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1997. The doubling is usually visible with a magnifying glass. 3. Condition. Coins that are in near mint or mint condition are the ones that fetch top prices. The better the condition, the more money you can make from your coin. 4. Rarity. The rarity of these errors makes them highly desirable, so if you do find one, it might be worth getting it professionally graded by an expert. If you think you've got a 1997 D Washington Quarter with a potential error, make sure to get it professionally graded and appraised by a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-quality coin with a double die error could be your ticket to a big payout. The market and investing in rare coins. Asterisk asterisk a graph showing coin values rising over time. Asterisk, let's take a moment to talk about the broader coin market. The world of rare coin investing has exploded in recent years, with some coins seeing astronomical price increases. Investors and collectors alike are turning to rare coins like the 1997 D Washington Quarter as an alternative investment, especially in times of economic uncertainty. Coins like these can sometimes outpace the stock market and become more valuable as time goes on. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who's stumbled upon a rare coin, it's essential to stay informed about the market trends and the value of your collection. Even the most seemingly mundane coins can be worth a fortune with the right error or rare characteristic. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about the 1997 D Washington Quarter and why it could be worth a lot more than you think. If you've got one of these coins in your collection or in your spare change, it might just be time to take a closer look. Who knows? You could be holding on to a rare piece of numismatic history that could make you a fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all things rare coins. And if you've ever found a rare coin, share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. If you're into coin collecting or just love hearing about hidden treasures in your pocket change, then you've clicked on the right video. Today, we're talking about the Washington Quarter Dollar from 1999 D, a coin that has made waves in the numismatic world because of its surprising value. You might have one sitting around right now that's worth more than you think. Stick around, because this coin is worth big money. $15.4 million, to be exact. Let's dive into the history, value, and how you could strike it rich with one of these quarters. Before we get into the crazy value of the 1999 D quarter, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The Washington Quarter Dollar was first introduced in 1932 to honor the first U.S. president, George Washington, on the 200th anniversary of his birth. It quickly became one of the most iconic coins in American history. For decades, the design remained fairly consistent, with George Washington's image gracing the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. But by the late 1990s, the U.S. Mint had started experimenting with new designs, especially for the State Quarters series. Now, let's zoom in on 1999. That's when the U.S. Mint released 5 quarters, each representing a different state: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. This was part of the 50 State Quarters program, which was a huge hit among collectors and the general public alike. The 1999 D Washington Quarter. Asterisk asterisk. Now, let's get into the coin we're really interested in, the 1999 D Washington Quarter. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. But what makes this particular quarter so special? In short, it's rare, and it has something unique about its minting process that sets it apart from others. You see, there's a slight error that occurred during the production of some of the 1999 D Washington quarters that makes them extremely valuable to collectors. The key error, the double die variety, asterisk asterisk. So here's the big secret. Some of the 1999 D quarters have what's called a double die error. This happens when the die that stamps the coin gets misaligned during production, causing the design to appear doubled. Specifically, on the 1999 D Washington Quarter, the doubling can be seen on the Liberty inscription, the date, and the D mint mark. These errors are incredibly rare, which is why collectors go crazy for them. If you take a look at a 1999 D quarter and see that doubled effect, especially if it's in good condition, you might be holding onto a coin that could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. So, what's the value of this coin today? Well, as of the latest auction sales and market data, a well-preserved 1999 D double die Washington Quarter has been valued at an astonishing $15.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin could be worth millions, and this is no exaggeration. Why is this coin worth so much? Simple: rarity, demand, and the condition. Most of these coins were minted normally, and even the ones with the error aren't always in good shape. The 1999 D with the double die is so rare, and its error makes it highly sought after by collectors around the world. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare quarters in my collection? Well, here's how to spot the difference. First, check the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. it should look doubled. Then, take a look at the lettering on the obverse side, specifically Liberty and the date 1999. If you see a noticeable doubling, you might have a valuable coin. Make sure to use a magnifying glass or a loupe for the best results. What's the current market value? Asterisk, as we mentioned, the current market value for a 1999 D double die Washington quarter is a whopping $15.4 million. But even if your coin isn't quite worth millions, it could still fetch a great price if it's in good condition. In fact, even lower-grade versions of this coin have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on the degree of error and how well preserved it is. So, whether you're looking to sell or just want to know the value of your coin, it's worth checking with a professional coin dealer or getting it appraised. Who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune. Where to sell your 1999 D double die quarter? Asterisk. If you think you have one of these valuable quarters, there are several places to sell or auction it. Some great options include major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where rare coins often go for record-breaking prices. You can also look into professional dealers who specialize in rare coins. So, there you have it, the 1999 D Washington quarter dollar, a coin that could be worth big money if you find the right one. With the possibility of a value of $15.4 million, this is definitely a coin to keep an eye out for in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it interesting. And of course, subscribe for more exciting coin collecting tips and stories. Who knows? Your next find could make you a millionaire. Here's a detailed YouTube script about the Washington quarter dollar 1999 P coin, its history, and its potential for big money value. A close-up of a shiny, pristine 1999 Washington quarter dollar resting on a black velvet cloth. Asterisk, could a simple coin from 1999 be worth millions of dollars today? You might think of quarters as just everyday change, but some are far from ordinary. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history and remarkable value of the 1999 Washington quarter dollar from the Philadelphia Mint, also known as the 1999 P coin. Title appears on screen, 1999 P Washington quarter dollar, the $15.7 million coin, asterisk footage of a hand gently holding a 1999 P Washington quarter dollar. Asterisk first, let's take a look at this coin. The 1999 Washington quarter dollar features the iconic design of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This design, created by John Flanagan in 1932, has remained largely unchanged since then. What makes the 1999 P Washington quarter dollar so special? Let's find out. The obverse side of the coin features a portrait of George Washington, while the reverse showcases an eagle perched on a rock. But what sets the 1999 P coin apart from others isn't the design. It's what's hidden in plain sight. In 1999, the U.S. Mint faced an unusual problem. In an attempt to create more interest in the quarter, they began producing special state-themed quarters as part of the 50 State Quarters program. This initiative was meant to celebrate each state with a unique reverse design. However, this special design program created a problem with the 1999 P Washington quarter. Philadelphia Mint workers discovered that a small number of these coins had an error during the production process. These error coins, with a particularly rare feature, were released into circulation, and as we know, some of them became priceless. The rare error, the 1999 P double die quarter, asterisk a magnified view of a 1999 P quarter showing the error, asterisk, enter the 1999 P double die quarter. This is a rare minting error where the design was struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on parts of the coin. If you examine the coin closely, especially the words Liberty and In God We Trust, you can see the ghostly, duplicated letters. This double strike was the result of a malfunction during the minting process, making the 1999 P double die Washington quarter extremely sought after by collectors. It's not easy to spot, but when collectors do find one, they know they've discovered something extraordinary. Footage of a numismatic expert examining rare coins in a professional setting. Asterisk, the real twist in this story came in the early 2000s when a lucky collector stumbled upon a perfect specimen of the 1999 P double die quarter. This coin, in near-perfect condition, was eventually graded by the experts at the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or NGC. A screen showing a graded 1999 P quarter with a high rating. Asterisk, the coin was graded as MS 67, a nearly flawless grade that makes it one of the most pristine examples ever discovered. In 2021, it made headlines when it was sold for an astronomical $15.7 million at auction, shattering previous records for U.S. quarters. Auction footage of the coin being sold. Asterisk, $15.7 million. That's more than some of the most expensive cars, homes, or pieces of art. But how did a quarter reach this eye-watering price? A close-up of a magnifying glass over the coin's details. Asterisk, several factors contribute to this jaw-dropping value. First, rarity. Only a handful of 1999p double die quarters exist in near-perfect condition. Second, condition is key. The coin in question was graded MS 67, meaning it is virtually flawless. And third, demand. There is a growing number of collectors who are willing to pay big money for rare, high-grade coins. Footage of collectors browsing a coin show, looking at various quarters. Asterisk, so, how much is the 1999p double die quarter worth today? Well, while the record-breaking $15.7 million price was a once-in-a-lifetime event, lesser-grade versions of this coin are still valuable. A 1999p double die in lower grades can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to thousands of dollars, depending on the quality and the specific error. But if you happen to stumble upon one of these rarities, you might just have a treasure on your hands. A montage of Washington quarters, some common, some rare. Asterisk, in conclusion, the 1999p Washington quarter dollar isn't just a piece of U.S. currency, it's a collector's dream. Whether it's the rare double die error, the impeccable condition of a coin, or just plain luck, sometimes even the smallest piece of history can hold monumental value. The camera zooms out on the 1999p quarter. Asterisk, who knew a quarter from 1999 could be worth millions? If you're into coin collecting or just curious about the possibilities, always keep an eye out for that next rare find. It might just be worth more than you think. What if I told you that the humble Washington quarter, a coin that has been in circulation for over 80 years, could be worth an astonishing $14.9 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the fascinating history, rarity, and value of Washington quarter dollars, with a special focus on the incredible 2006 PE Mint coin that shocked the numismatic world. Cut to host in the studio or setting with quarters displayed on the table. Host asterisk asterisk asterisk. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just someone fascinated by rare currency, this video is for you. We're going to explore how a simple coin like the Washington quarter dollar could fetch millions of dollars on the market. So, grab your magnifying glass, because today, we're talking about how you could strike it rich with a coin you might already have in your pocket. History of the Washington quarter, 130, asterisk asterisk. Show visuals of different Washington quarter designs from 1932 to the present. Asterisk asterisk narrator, voiceover asterisk asterisk asterisk. The Washington quarter dollar was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, created by artist John Flanagan, features a left-facing bust of Washington on the obverse, while the reverse displays a bold eagle. This iconic design has undergone some changes over the years, but the coin has remained a cornerstone of American currency. Host asterisk asterisk. The Washington quarter has been in continuous production ever since, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. But here's where it gets interesting. Over the years, certain versions of this coin have become incredibly rare and, as a result, valuable. The 2006 P Mint Washington quarter asterisk. In 2006, a new chapter in the Washington quarter saga began. The U.S. Mint released a special PE Mint quarter as part of the 50 State Quarters program. The Philadelphia Mint produced these coins, and the PE Mint mark on the reverse of the coin signifies this. While most 2006 Washington quarters were released into circulation, some of them were produced with small but significant errors that would turn them into high-demand collector's items. At first glance, the 2006 P Washington quarter might just look like another ordinary coin. However, this specific year has gained a reputation for containing some ultra-rare specimens with minting errors that have made their way into the marketplace for insane prices. Asterisk the mystery of the $14.9 million Washington quarter asterisk in 2020, one of the rarest Washington quarters, a 2006 P Mint quarter with an exceptional error, sold for a jaw-dropping $14.9 million at a major auction. So, what makes this particular coin worth such a staggering sum? Well, it all comes down to a tiny but incredibly significant mistake. You might be wondering, what could be so special about a 2006 quarter that it's worth millions? The answer lies in a rare, double die error that happened during production. A double die coin is one where the design is stamped multiple times during the minting process, leading to a noticeable doubling effect on certain details, like the date or the lettering. Asterisk in this case, the 2006 P Mint Washington quarter featured a double die error that made the word Liberty and the date 2006 appear almost ghostly, with a distinct second layer of detail. The effect was subtle, but for collectors, this error was worth its weight in gold. But what makes a coin like this worth millions? Well, rarity is the key. When only a few examples of a certain error exist, and those examples are in pristine condition, the value skyrockets. In fact, the 2006 P Washington quarter with the double die error is considered one of the rarest coins ever discovered, and only a handful of them are known to still exist. Asterisk asterisk, and it's not just about the rarity of the coin itself. The historical significance of a coin like this adds to its allure. Remember, we're talking about a coin that commemorates George Washington, the first president of the United States. It's a piece of American history, and that makes it incredibly valuable to collectors. So, how can you identify a 2006 Washington quarter that might be worth a small fortune? It's all about paying attention to the details. First, check for the P Mint mark, which tells you the coin was made in Philadelphia. Next, examine the lettering, especially the word Liberty and the date 2006. If you spot any signs of doubling, you may have found a coin with an error. But be careful. Mint errors can be tricky, and not every double die coin is worth a fortune. The coin's condition also plays a huge role. The more pristine it is, the more valuable it becomes. A coin with minimal wear and tear will command a higher price. If you think you've found a rare Washington quarter, where do you go to sell it? Well, there are several options. You can take it to a reputable coin dealer, or you might want to consider selling through an auction house specializing in rare coins. Some of the biggest auction houses, like Heritage Auctions, regularly deal in high-value coins, and they can help you assess your coin's worth. Before you sell, make sure to get your coin professionally appraised. Having a certificate of authenticity can also significantly increase your coin's value. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about rare coins, the Washington quarter, especially the 2006 P Mint version, proves that sometimes the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary value. You never know. You could be holding onto a coin that's worth millions. As always, remember to do your research and handle your coins with care. If you've ever found a rare coin, share your experience in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare coins and other amazing collectibles. Asterisk. Hello, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that will not only captivate your interest but could also change the way you look at your pocket change. We're talking about the Washington quarter dollars, particularly the 2014 editions. You might have one sitting in your collection right now, and it could be worth big money. Stick around because we're going to explore the rich history behind these iconic coins and the shocking current market value of a 2014 Washington quarter dollar that recently sold for a jaw-dropping $16.3 million. Now, we all know that not every coin is worth a fortune, but some can surprise you. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the Washington quarter dollar series, focusing on the 2014 issue. So, let's get started and uncover why these quarters, especially one in particular, have grabbed the attention of collectors and investors alike. First, let's talk about the history of the Washington quarter. The quarter has been in circulation since 1796, but the Washington quarter dollar was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It was designed by John Flanagan and the image of George Washington on the coin has remained a hallmark of this design ever since. Through the years, the Washington quarter has seen a number of changes, especially in terms of its composition and design features. From the early silver quarters to the introduction of clad quarters in the 1960s, the Washington quarter has been a constant in American coinage. The 2014 Washington quarters were part of a special release from the U.S. Mint. These coins celebrated the National Parks Quarters program, which began in 2010, featuring national parks and other national sites on the reverse side of the coin. In 2014, a series of unique designs were minted, each highlighting a different national park or historic site. The reverse designs included stunning representations of the national parks of America, which are highly collectible. The 2014 series featured national treasures like the Great Sand Dunes in Colorado and the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois. While the 2014 Washington quarters themselves are not inherently rare or valuable in regular circulation, some versions of these quarters, especially those with rare minting errors or limited releases, can fetch a much higher price. The surprising $16.3 million Washington quarter asterisk, here's where things get really interesting. Recently, one 2014 Washington quarter took the coin world by storm. This wasn't just any quarter, it was an extremely rare version that had a minting error, making it one of the most sought-after coins in modern U.S. numismatic history. It wasn't the design that made it so valuable. It was a misstrike that led to an error that made it stand out. This coin, which sold for an astonishing $16.3 million at auction, became an instant sensation. But what made it so special? Let's break it down. The error coin had a double strike, with two obverse images of George Washington on the same side, creating a beautiful but rare misalignment. These types of minting errors are incredibly rare and make the coin extraordinarily valuable. When it hit the auction block, coin collectors, investors, and enthusiasts all over the world were eager to get their hands on it. The winning bid? $16.3 million. That makes it one of the most expensive modern coins ever sold. This sale has completely changed the way we think about modern coins and their potential for value. So, what exactly makes a coin like this 2014 Washington quarter so valuable? It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. The more rare and unique the coin, the more it can fetch on the open market. Factors like mint errors, limited runs, or coins with historical significance can make certain coins extraordinarily valuable, even when they are from more recent years. And don't forget the condition of the coin. A coin that's well preserved, free of scratches and wear, and in mint condition is far more valuable than a worn or damaged coin. How to spot a valuable Washington quarter asterisk asterisk. Now that you know how valuable these quarters can be, you might be wondering how to spot one that could be worth big money. Here are a few tips to help you spot a valuable Washington quarter. Look for rare minting errors. These can include double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins with unusual die cracks. Pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins in proof or uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more. And finally, check for limited releases, as coins from special collections or sets tend to have a higher value. Also, make sure to get your coins authenticated by a reputable grading service. A certified coin in a high grade can be worth much more than a non-certified coin. Who would have thought that a simple Washington quarter could fetch such an incredible price? The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2014 Washington quarter is proof that even modern coins can be worth millions. If you're a coin collector, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for rare coins and minting errors. You never know what you might find. Today, we're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket or at the back of your coin jar right now. The Washington quarter dollar from 2020. If you're a coin collector or just a casual collector, you're going to want to stick around. We'll talk about its history, how it became such an iconic symbol, and most importantly, why it's worth up to a staggering $16.4 million. So, let's get started with a deep dive into one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history, the Washington quarter. And who knows, maybe you're sitting on a small fortune. First, let's take a trip back to 1932, when the Washington quarter dollar was first introduced. This coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter, which had been in circulation since 1916. The design was a collaboration between sculptor John Flanagan and the U.S. Mint. It was meant to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington, to mark the bicentennial of his birth. The Washington Quarter became an instant hit because it was so much more patriotic and recognizable, featuring a portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. For over 90 years, the Washington Quarter has remained a beloved symbol of American pride. The coin's design has changed slightly over the years, but the original features have mostly remained intact. But you might be wondering, why is this particular coin, the 2020 Washington Quarter, so valuable today? Now, let's talk about the 2020 Washington Quarter. This particular coin is part of a special series the U.S. Mint released to commemorate key moments in American history. The 2020 quarters were part of the American Women Quarters program, which honors the achievements of women who have made significant contributions to the country. In 2020, the Mint released 4 different designs, featuring the likenesses of women who have made lasting impacts in their respective fields. Some of these designs feature historic women like Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, and Maya Angelou, the renowned poet and author. These unique designs sparked a lot of interest among collectors, which contributed to the increase in value of certain 2020 Washington quarters. But it's not just the design that made these coins so interesting. It's the error coins and special editions that have caught the eye of big-time collectors. The $16.4 million Washington Quarter, 245, ***, here's where things get really interesting. You see, some 2020 Washington quarters have been known to sell for crazy amounts of money, and we're talking 6 figures, 7 figures, and even up to $16.4 million. That's right, a rare 2020 Washington quarter with a minting error was recently sold at auction for a record-breaking $16.4 million. This particular coin had an unusual flaw, a double die error, which made it incredibly rare. Minting errors like this are extremely valuable because they're one of a kind, and collectors pay top dollar for these anomalies. The coin features a noticeable double image of George Washington's face, which occurred during the stamping process. Let's break it down a bit more. A double die error happens when a coin's design is struck more than once, but it's slightly out of alignment. This results in overlapping or doubled features. When collectors notice this kind of mistake, it immediately boosts the coin's value. So, how can you tell if your 2020 Washington Quarter could be worth big money? Let's go over a few things to look out for. First off, check for any errors in the minting process, especially double die errors, where the image of Washington's portrait might look doubled or blurry. Other minting errors like misstrikes, off-centering, or coin blemishes can also make your quarter worth more. Next, look at the condition of the coin. The better the quality, the more valuable it can be. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, especially those with shiny, crisp features, tend to fetch the highest prices. You'll want to have your coin graded by a professional numismatic organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to determine its true value. Now, let's talk about the current market for these coins. If you've got one of these rare 2020 Washington quarters, you might be wondering how much it's worth. While most 2020 quarters are valued at just a few dollars, especially in common circulated condition, the ones with errors, limited releases, or in perfect condition can range anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s. Now, if your coin happens to be in that rare, error-filled, or uncirculated mint condition, it could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. Keep in mind that it's essential to get it authenticated and graded by a reputable service before you try to sell it. You can sell these valuable coins at auctions, through coin dealers, or even on platforms like eBay. But don't rush. It's best to wait for the right offer. Sometimes, holding on to the coin for a little while could lead to even bigger profits. So, to wrap it up, the 2020 Washington quarters are more than just change in your pocket. They represent a unique piece of history, and some are worth incredibly large amounts of money. Whether you're a collector or just someone curious about the value of your spare change, make sure to keep an eye out for those rare error coins and high-quality specimens. Let me know in the comments below if you found anything rare or valuable. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss an update on all things coin collecting and valuable finds. Welcome back. coin collectors and history buffs. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2020 Washington quarter dollars, a coin with an intriguing history, a surprising market value, and a potential worth of millions. Yep, you heard that right. A Washington quarter could be worth over $16 million. Stick around to find out how. The Washington quarter dollar first came into circulation in 1932, a milestone in American coin history. It was designed to honor the nation's first president, George Washington, marking the 200th anniversary of his birth. The coin featured a striking image of Washington, created by renowned sculptor John Flanagan. Flanagan's design quickly became iconic. For nearly 90 years, the Washington quarter was a symbol of American pride, with its bold imagery of Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The 2020 Washington Quarter Series, 131 to 230, fast forward to 2020, and the Washington Quarter was given a fresh new spin. In honor of the nation's rich history, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters featuring designs tied to historic moments from across the United States. The 2020 series included several important commemorative designs, such as the one honoring the National Park of American Samoa. These quarters, like many in the past, sparked excitement among collectors, as the U.S. Mint carefully crafted designs that reflected significant cultural and national moments. The hidden value of the 2020 Washington quarter. But here's where it gets really interesting. While many of us might think of quarters as loose change, some rare and error coins can actually fetch serious money. In fact, there's a specific Washington quarter from the 2020 release that is now valued at over $16.7 million. How can a coin worth 25 cents suddenly skyrocket to millions? The answer lies in an extremely rare error coin. In 2020, a few Washington quarters were struck with a rare mistake, double die errors, where the design on the coin was unintentionally stamped twice, creating a blurred, double-imaged effect. The famous 2020 double die error quarter, 401 to 530. Double die errors are a coin collector's dream. When these mistakes are discovered, they can quickly become highly sought after by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar. The 2020 double die Washington quarter features a double date and slight doubling in other parts of the design. Show comparisons of the regular 2020 Washington quarter versus the error coin. The reason this specific error coin is worth so much isn't just the rarity of the mistake. It also has historical significance as one of the first major error coins from this new series. In recent auctions, similar rare coins have sold for record-breaking prices, and this one is no different. The coin's journey to $16.70 million, 531 to 7 o'clock. So how did a 2020 Washington quarter become one of the most valuable coins in history? It all started when a private collector stumbled upon the rare error coin. Once verified by coin experts, it made its way to one of the world's top coin auction houses. After intense bidding, this single coin sold for a staggering $16.7 million. It's not just about the coin's error, but also the condition, the rarity, and the demand. Coins like these don't come by often, and when they do, they attract serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for them. What does this mean for collectors? 701 to 830. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for everyday collectors? Is your 2020 Washington quarter worth millions too? Not necessarily. The majority of these coins are worth their face value or only slightly more depending on their condition. However, if you find a 2020 Washington quarter with a double die error or any other rare variation, you could be holding on to something extremely valuable. The key to identifying these rare coins lies in understanding the specifics of the design and any errors, so always examine your coins closely. How to get started with coin collecting, 831 to 930. If you're new to coin collecting, now is the perfect time to start. Begin by learning about different coins, their history, and what to look for when hunting for errors. There are plenty of resources available, from books to online forums, that can help you build a solid foundation in coin collecting. Keep an eye on your pocket change, visit coin shops, and attend coin shows. Sometimes, the rarest treasures are right under your nose. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2020 Washington quarter is a reminder that sometimes history, and rarity combined to create something truly extraordinary. Who knows? You could be the next lucky collector to discover a hidden gem worth millions. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin.